When I was on the reality show, one of the producers told me, you have to choose. You can either be the good girl or the bad girl. You need to choose your identity and then to create a story that is gonna be coherent with the side and the identity that you choose. Small minds cannot hold complexity. See, people look for this quick fix of categorizing others in either good or bad, plus, minus, positive, negative, desirable, undesirable, you name it. Because for the mind that is not educated to hold complexity, to hold a large array of possibilities, a palette of grays, you need to tell one story and one story only. This is what marketing capitalizes on, and it's so painful and so disgusting for me to see that, because I love working with people who are allowing themselves to be seen in their complexity. I'm creating these videos and you are peeking into the complexity of my soul. I do not believe that people are good or bad. I do not believe that situations are good or bad. I believe in a large scale of diversity, and that comes with a lot of confusion, with a lot of moving pieces, with a lot of discomfort. And that's great, because my mind is trained to hold the truth of life and not the simplicity of putting a label or categorizing somebody just so that I can easier manage how I feel around that person and how I interact with that person. See, I think that this is the most mysterious thing in human connections, that we crave that diversity, that complexity, that adventurous side of people. But when people do show us that and are inconsistent and are a multitude of facets, we get scared, because we no longer are able to create safety by quickly labeling, categorizing, putting them in boxes so that we ourselves feel safe. Imagine how wonderful, but also fearful, challenging it would be to be with another human being and to discover them again and again and again, every single day, to be so curious about them. And instead of being, like, oh, I know John likes fries with mayo and a little bit of pepper, to discover John, to discover what John is attracted to, what John is passionate about every single day. I honestly crave that. I was talking to somebody who's probably the closest to the idea of a life partner now. Isn't it funny the way that I give titles to people? And he was telling me that this is the utter dream, for somebody to love him so deeply for who he is. And I said, I agree. I am not sure if I am able to do that, because I have this whole set of needs, which means that you need to be in a certain way for me to get those needs met. But how wonderful and how desperately does my heart yearn to love you fully for who you are, regardless of how who you are satisfies who I need you to be. How wondrous that would be.